What's up, folks? John here with Keto Dudes, and today we're going to talk about the top 7 best medium carb keto friendly vegetables. Let's get rolling. Okay, folks, let's get to the list of our top 7 medium carb keto friendly vegetables. Okay, coming in at number 7, we have everyone's favorite, beets. So I'm obviously kidding. A lot of people don't like beets. I always actually liked beets. I didn't mind throwing them in a salad. I think they're really good cooked. There's a lot of cool recipes. They get kind of sweet. I know that's not keto to be sweet, but hey, gotta have some sweet stuff sometimes. So we're talking about medium carb vegetables here, right? So this is a bit higher, okay? We're looking at 16 grams per cup. So it's nothing to blink an eye at, okay? It is something that you need to be watchful of. I don't know how many beets people would actually eat though. I mean, are you really eating more than a cup of beets? So 16 grams is a lot, but if you're not eating many other carbs in that meal or during the day, I mean, that's not so bad. You could technically stay under 20 carbs if you're not adding a bunch of other stuff. So maybe don't do a cup, maybe do half a cup and have half an avocado, and then you're maybe around 20 grams. Not so bad. All right, now coming up at number 6, one of my all-time favorite vegetables, artichokes. I absolutely love artichokes. I used to eat a mad amount of artichokes, used to put them in my salads. I used to just take them out of the jar and eat them. They're absolutely delicious. Also, you can cook these bad boys up. My mom used to cook the heck out of these things. It used to be one of my favorite meals. She would put it in a pressure cooker, and then we would dip that bad boy in butter or mayonnaise, and absolutely delicious. Then you get to that delicious artichoke heart, and of course that's the best part. Now, in terms of total carbohydrates, again, they're on the low part of the list because they are a bit higher. We're looking at 14 grams for a cup of artichoke. Now, I don't know exactly how they're measuring that, because if we're talking just artichoke, it's probably artichoke hearts, I'm assuming, because it's a little hard to do. If you're actually cooking a whole artichoke, you're not just eating every darn leaf. You're just kind of scraping off the meat from each leaf, and then you're probably eating the heart. So I'm not exactly sure how they're measuring this, but again, it is still higher on the list. So you do need to keep that in mind when you're eating artichokes. But hey man, it's a good healthy vegetable, and it's just extremely delicious. You gotta have it with butter, come on. Okay, coming up next at number 5, another big favorite of mine. We've got Brussel sprouts, okay? Now, Brussel sprouts coming in at 12 grams for a cup. Again, a bit higher on the list, not as bad as the beets or the artichokes, but how many Brussels sprouts are you really gonna eat? Most people aren't eating a huge full bowl of Brussels sprouts. So a cup is reasonable. And again, 12 grams, you can stay at that healthy level of not going over 20, 30, 50, whatever you're looking to do. So you can easily have a cup of Brussels sprouts with your meal and not feel guilty about it. They have tons of vitamins. They're kind of like little cabbages. I'm sure you're familiar with Brussels sprouts. Again, a lot of people don't like them, but if you cook them right and you make sure they're not undercooked, they're absolutely delicious. And if you get a nice crisp kind of sear on there, again with some butter and some salt, they're off the chain. Love Brussels sprouts. Okay, coming in at number 4, we have carrots. Carrots. So carrots, to me, it's kind of surprising. It's the same as Brussels sprouts. Is that not surprising to you? Leave me a comment if that's surprising to you at all, because when I think of carrots, I think of sweet. Especially when you cook them, they get much sweeter. So that's actually very surprising to me. So I don't know how many carrots everybody's eating. I personally really never eat carrots anymore. Looking back on it, I never really liked carrots. I mean, they were okay. My mom would kind of make me eat them, but I mean, if no one's forcing me to eat these things, I just don't have a strong desire to eat carrots. And the whole thing about carrots being good for your eyes, that's pretty heavily debated, due to the fact that you basically have to break down the vitamin A in there. It doesn't come as a ready to go form like you can get meat. You look at meat, and especially red meat, I believe it is, tons of vitamin A, and it's readily absorbed in the body. It's ready to go, so you're getting that vitamin A converted effectively. The carrots don't convert it effectively. So whatever amount of vitamin A you think you're getting, it's really, really actually a minute level compared to that. It's really not much. Okay, coming in at number 3, we have broccoli. I'm sure you were wondering where the heck is broccoli gonna come up? This is actually the same as carrots and Brussels sprouts. So for a cup, it's 12 grams. Now, I really do like broccoli. And I was actually surprised to find out recently that it was that high. So 12 grams of total carbs. I'm not a big fan of eating broccoli raw. I know some people do that. I think they're lying to themselves, if you ask me. I think they're tricking themselves, okay? Raw broccoli is just, I'm just not a big fan. You cook it, love it. Love it. Do a little steam to it or do a saute, man. Throw some butter, salt, pepper, and you are good to go. So enjoy your broccoli. Don't go crazy, but enjoy your broccoli. Okay, coming in at number 2, we have collards. Now, I know these aren't everyone's favorite. Some people really don't like collards, but I'm actually a pretty big fan of collards. And they're good and low for this list in total carbohydrates. They're at 11 grams a cup. So they're kind of similar to the other ones, but again, they're getting lower, so that's cool. Now, again, like I said, I'm a big fan of these. My wife, every holiday season, makes some amazing collards with bacon, and it's just super delicious. A little spice in there, ooh, it is off the chain. So if you like collards, you can enjoy these. You can't go crazy with them. And I don't think most people will. I don't think most people are eating several cups of collards. I could be wrong, but I certainly don't. You probably aren't either. So enjoy your collards. Just don't go nuts with them. All right, folks. Now, finally, coming in at number 1, we have, drum roll, cucumber. Everybody knows cucumbers. People love cucumbers. I love cucumbers. They have tons of water in them, so they're very refreshing to eat. Believe it or not, they're on the medium-carb list. It's hard to believe, right? So an average raw cucumber is 11 grams of carbs, just like the collards, which is kind of surprising, right? You're going, where the heck are all the carbs in there? But they're in there, and you do need to be cognizant of the total carbs if you want to be serious about keto in maximizing your health benefits and potential weight loss, okay? So it is something to consider, but cucumbers, we all know what we can do with those. They're great in salads. Honestly, I love just eating them plain. I think it's a great snack. Again, filling, it has that good amount of water in it to help fill you up. And again, they're just really refreshing on a summer day. I love eating cucumbers. My kids love cucumbers, so you can enjoy your cucumbers. Okay. Now, if you stuck around this long, you get the bonus medium carb vegetable, and that is tomato sauce. I know, it's kind of funny, right? Tomato sauce, though, is something that you would think would be extremely high carb. It is high in the total carbs, but it's not off the chart. It comes in at 16 grams for a cup of tomato sauce. So if you're looking to have a little bit of carb, which is why you're watching this video, then tomato sauce is something you can use. So a cup of it can go a long way. Let's obviously not be eating more than a cup of it, I would say, but a cup of tomato sauce you can put in all sorts of dishes. You can make your zucchini noodles, maybe throw some of that tomato sauce on there, and you've got a nice replica of a classic dish. If you want to enjoy a few more carbs, maybe try some tomato sauce. All right, folks, well, that wraps up our top 7 medium carb keto friendly vegetables. Now, if you stuck around this long, I really appreciate it. And if you want to slap me around or give me some feedback, leave me a comment below. I like to hear what people are thinking. I like to hear what your opinions are, what you're doing. What do you think your top 7 are? I'd love to know. And folks, I'll talk to you next time.